I found. Didn't like what I found. Started to test my rainwater. Found there was an incredible amount of toxic metals in that water. Those metals matched geoengineering patents. And those amounts have escalated over the course of 5 years. In the case of aluminum, as much as 50,000%. And those amounts have escalated over the course of 5 years. In the case of aluminum, as much as 50,000% in a single rain event. We're talking about highly toxic rain. 2012 was the warmest year ever recorded in the continental U.S. 50,000 high temperature records set. How could it switch so radically in 1 year? Geoengineering. They had a point to prove, and they're trying to prove it. Another GISS map. Again, you see where it's cold over North America and Canada, and actually warmer in the Arctic than it is here. Headlines don't cover this. While the eastern U.S. was freezing last year, Alaska had its warmest January on record. Nobody talked about that. Again, polar vortex, manipulation of the jet stream. You see the Pacific air cut off. Why is that? Because with these giant ionosphere heaters and the aerosolized skies, they can heat an area or they can cool an area. And as they heat over California, it causes an even stronger high pressure that spins the jet stream clockwise. That allows them to push that up through Alaska, causing the warmest January on record. They pump the air back south, and that's what enabled them to create these parade of winter snowstorms we saw last year. So if everybody remembers, 2012 was the warmest year ever recorded in the continental U.S. 50,000 high temperature records set. How could it switch so radically in 1 year? Geoengineering.
Big old hole in the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, and then I plugged it. Remember that? Which Obama's Katrina was that one? The hell said that?
We need to stay focused on some big challenges, like climate change.
Hey, listen, y'all, if you haven't noticed, California is bone dry. It looked like a trailer for the new Mad Max movie up in there.
Look, 9 out of the 10 hottest years ever came in the last decade.
Now, I'm not a scientist, but I do know how to count to 10.
Rising seas, more violent storms.
We got mosquitoes.
Look at what's happening right now. Every serious scientist says we need to act. The Pentagon says it's a national security risk. Miami floods on a sunny day, and instead of doing anything about it, we got elected officials throwing snowballs in the Senate. It is crazy. What about our kids? What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bull? What about our kids? What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bull?
This atmosphere is being used as a physics laboratory for experiments, multiple experiments without our consent, without our knowledge. Even some of your elected officials don't even know. So some of the information that I'm giving you, they don't know anything about because there's no lobbyist educating them on this topic except to educate them to promote and do more of this type of technology.
Under assault right now. It's not alarmism, it's not exaggeration. This type of weather modification puts out chemicals and toxins, some known, some not known.